I'm testing. I hope this works. I believe that my mic was muted. I've been fiddling about with this today, trying to get it the way I want it, and I forgot to turn my mic back on. Hello, Jim. Nice to see you in chat. Yes, as I was saying, the weather here is still boiling hot, and the thunderstorm still hasn't arrived. So that is not good, but I thought I would pop on and tell you what's been happening in the world of Tottenham, discuss things that have been reported today, and also yeah, any rumours and bits and bobs. So I've managed, I think, to get my chat to come up on the screen now. Good evening, Wayne. Nice to see you. Have we signed 35 players yet? Let me think. Not quite. I did start the stream with my mic off, so I shall repeat what I said. Fabrizio Romano reported this morning that Vicario is in London and a medical could be done as soon as today, but it will be done within 24 hours. So that's promising. Hopefully we might get an announcement early part of next week. It's a long time coming to get a goalkeeper in, so that's all good and promising. I was reading in Court Offside today, a journalist called Falk has said that Bayern Munich have made Harry Kane their #1 target. Apparently Thomas Tuchel's looking for 2 strikers this summer, and he has said that Harry Kane is his #1 choice. They are also reporting that talks have gone on between Harry Kane's family and Bayern Munich. Not really sure what that means, whether they rung his mum up for a chat, or but that that the family have said that Kane is considering a move to the Bundesliga. So I thought that was quite interesting. Obviously it could be a load of old rubbish. Who knows? So that was another one that I read today. Oh, Wayne, I'm waiting for a blizzard. That'd be lovely. Another deal that's edging ever closer, according to the media, is Tapsoba. They're reporting that the fee is £25 million. According to the Daily Star, they've said that the Burkina Faso international had been originally on Arsenal's radar. But it claims that Spurs are set to land their man. So again, hopefully Tapsoba may get done reasonably quickly, and we could have an announcement on that soon. I mean, if we get Tapsoba and Vicario in next week, that'd be a pretty good start to the transfer window, I think. I don't know what everyone else thinks. Yeah, that rumour about Bayern and Kane's family. It's very strange, but no, I don't see the challenge. But then again, if he wants to win trophies, if he goes to Bayern Munich, he's going to win something. It's as easy as that, and if that's what he wants. But to me, it's kind of a step down moving from the Premier League to the Bundesliga. Even though he probably will win a lot more, the competition isn't as fierce. But it could just be speculation and rumours, as most things are, as we all know. But we shall see. The Daily Star's also confirmed today that Postecoglou is interested in several Celtic players, including Hatate, Furuhashi and Cameron Carter-Vickers. So that's interesting. Yes, I've just seen what you've written, Wayne. I don't get the 25 million fee for Tapsoba. If he's as good as everyone says, he should be at least double that. Well, I'm not sure either, because I think he's still got time left on his contract. So I think he's still got 3 years left. I don't know. It's you know, this is a transfer window. We never know what to believe. You have to take it all with a pinch of salt. But I like the look of him. I really do. But regarding Ange Postecoglou being interested in Celtic, Brendan Rodgers has come out and said that he wants Kyogo Furuhashi, is it? Oh, I hope I've said that right, to lead the line at Celtic. However, Ange is keen in bringing in the striker this season, especially with Kane's future so uncertain. Celtic are said to be looking for a fee of around 30 million, which would be a huge profit for them on what they paid for him. And also their midfielder Hatate, he's been lauding Ange Postecoglou in a recent interview, which is sort of stirring up rumours that he's going to come to Spurs. Hatate said that he wants to play in a big European league, and Celtic fans are apparently really concerned that if a big bid comes in for him, Celtic will sell him. He has said in his interview, "It's thanks to Ange Postecoglou that I can find the free space and can go forward strongly in his style of football," which sounds very positive. I'm very, very, very much looking forward to seeing this brand of football next season. I don't know about everybody else, but the last couple of seasons, lost all interest in even watching them. Just negative, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards. Just horrendous football. So just to see us going all out and attacking again will be brilliant. According to The Athletic, Spurs are interested in Jarrod Bowen, apparently because he's a homegrown talent. However, they are resigned to the fact that West Ham will probably not want to sell him, particularly if they sell Declan Rice. Very peculiar. I don't see that going anywhere. I don't particularly rate Jarrod Bowen that highly. I know he had parts of the season where he was very good, but generally I don't rate him, and I've never heard of us being linked to him. I don't know about anybody else in the chat, but for me, that is a bit of a no-no. I don't think Jarrod Bowen does much for me. That sounded like my dance moves, Kate. Yeah. Sideways, sideways, backwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, sideways. That's my little dance routine there. I think that was a bit actually more movement than your dance moves, Jim, I've got to say. The Mirror has claimed that Manchester City will sell Laporte to Spurs, providing they reach their valuation of £60 million. The 29-year-old is currently on a £130,000 a week contract. Not bad if you can get it. But apparently Laporte has said he isn't keen on a Spurs move because there's no European football, which is what I predicted, really. From the very first day we got linked to him, as much as I would absolutely love to have him. I think he would be a fantastic, fantastic addition to our team. I couldn't see him moving somewhere where there's no European football at all. So I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. But City are looking to offload him. So we shall see what happens with that one. No, I think the general consensus will be that not many people really do want Bowen. I think he's a bit... He looks half decent because he's at West Ham, I think. But even then he doesn't look brilliant. So he's a no from me. Paul Brown has reported today that Eric Dyer and Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg feel that they have unfinished business at Tottenham and neither of them wish to walk away. They have said that they would rather stay and try and impress in pre-season, ready to make it into Ange's team. Now, it was a good article I read because sort of this Paul Brown highlighted that, you know, a lot of people are directing the hate towards Dyer. I saw on Twitter today was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's the best player in the world, but we've certainly had worse. But he seems to be really getting a barrage of hate from Tottenham fans on Twitter at the moment. And Højbjerg really hasn't done anything wrong either. However, I don't think they're good enough. But as Paul Brown states, if we were to let Dyer and Højbjerg go in this window, that's two big positions he's got to fill. You know, we already need our defence definitely tightening up, attacking midfielder, goalkeeper. So to get rid of those two, it seems all a bit drastic just for this window. I don't know what you guys think, but to me, I can't see Dyer or Højbjerg going this summer. Whether they will go in January, I don't know, but I can't see it this summer at all. Dan Juma has revealed in an interview that his time at Tottenham was, in the words of Borat, very nice. And from day one, he felt like the fans had his back. It was a strange interview, actually. I watched it this afternoon, and everything he said was, the culture of the club was nice. The staff were nice. I thought the club was very nice. My teammates were nice. Not very descriptive, really, but he did say the one thing I have to take from Tottenham are the fans, because I honestly felt like from minute one they had my back, and I think everyone did, actually, and I'm a little bit disappointed. I think there's potential there, but he never really got a chance. I think we might have missed the boat there. So we'll see. Let's go to the chat. If we clear Dyer out, then promote Plaskotsi to the first team squad. Yeah, there is that. Jim thinks we will end up keeping them both. I do too. There's too much for him to do in this window. It's just too much. I mean, we need a complete overhaul, and it's not going to be done overnight. So I just hope the other fans have a bit of patience. If we can get in Van der Ven, Tapsoba. I know we're linked to the Fulham guy whose name I'm not even going to try and say. I just call him but two of those, Vicario and also Maddison or Eze. I think it's going to be Maddison out of the two, but me personally would prefer Eze. I did put a little video out asking who they'd prefer out of the two. For me, Eze's got that je ne sais quoi, so he would be my choice. But if we can get those four in, that's a good start. Everybody wants us to spend millions and millions and millions, and yes, we have got the money probably to do it, but it's not going to happen. Can't see it happening. I've wondered, Paul, since he was mentioned as a possible part of the deal when City were after Kane. Yeah, it was mentioned at the time. I bet Kane's gutted he never ended up at City with them winning the treble this year. Oh my goodness, he was probably watching going, that should have been me. Jim has put, I hope we get the players in quick so Ange can start working with them. Yeah, I was just actually going to say, the Tottenham lads return to training on Saturday already. I can't believe we're in July on Saturday. I don't know where this year's gone. They said that they can expect a relentless and aggressive style of play. In an interview this year, Ange said, he was talking about Celtic's season, last season, it's always for me about the football I want us to play. It's not about changing our approach. It's about what the opposition are going to do to try to stop us. Then if we can find their weakness, we can exploit it, which I absolutely love. That philosophy where we're not going to change, we're just going to go for it, and you're the ones that are going to have to break us down, not the other way round. So I'm so looking forward to seeing it. I really hope it works out. I heard Jason Cundy this morning, or I think it was yesterday, it was recorded, saying he thinks that Ange Postecoglou is the perfect appointment for Tottenham. So let's hope he is right. Well, it's exciting times. It won't be long at all till the season starts. Woohoo! Let's see what Wayne's put here. I'm not keen on Maddison. I think he's overrated. We can get better than him. Plus, we have Gill and Kulu who can play that role. Yeah, I'm not keen on Maddison. Jim really rates him highly. And I can see, sometimes I watch him and I think, wow. But it's not consistent enough for me. And I think he looks better than he is because he's playing in a below average Leicester side. I know that's quite controversial. But obviously, we shall, if we get him, I'll be pleased, because we've got nobody sort of there. We've never really replaced Ericsson. I don't think Gill is strong enough. I think I could knock him over just by blowing on him, actually. And I think, obviously, yeah, we've got Kulu, but we do need some other player in that position. So, but if I had my way, I would love to have Eze. Absolutely love to have Eze. Pedro Porro will soon become a permanent addition to the Tottenham squad, and details of his near £39 million move have been revealed by Sporting. What I didn't know is Porro actually has the same agency representing him as Ange Postecoglou. I know I read somewhere that someone else has got the same agent as Ange Postecoglou, but I don't think it was Porro. But apparently, from the 1st of July, Tottenham have to make the transfer permanent, because it's only on a loan at the minute, and will need to pay a fee in the region of €40 million. Well, I quite like Porro. In fact, I do like him quite a lot. So I'm quite looking forward to him becoming a permanent part of the squad. I think he's done enough to impress us, and I think he's got massive potential there. He's only young, but obviously we shall see. But yes, so from Saturday he should be announced as a permanent signing. Now let's go back to the chat. Wayne, Maddison's too inconsistent. He'd be like a championship player at a club like Spurs. With Gill, I always refer to Modric's first season and how he turned it around. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. I mean, Jim and I both quite pleased when he signed, and I've got nothing against him. He's just very small. But you're right, Modric is only small. He needs to get a run in the team to really see what he can do, but it's so hard because every game is so important and every game is so difficult. It's not like you can say, oh, we'll let him have a run out of this game because we're 6-0 up, or because this is Tottenham. Anything can happen. So it is difficult, but he would need definitely a run in the team to see how he copes. But yeah, I hope you're right. Like I say, I think he's a nice, seems like a nice kid, and got nothing against him. So it'll be what Ange wants. But apparently Ange Postecoglou is very, very keen on Porro. He likes him very much, so that's good. The last bit of news was amongst Spurs move rumours. I think that have I done this? Hatate has said he wants. Yeah, I have. Yes, was playing a big league. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I agree. I think if you blew on him hard enough, you could knock Gill off his feet. He's just like a tiny little person. But it'll all be down to Ange and what he wants at the end of the day. We shall back him, I hope, whatever he decides. Outgoings wise, not really heard much about anything except the same. Sanchez wants to leave, but nothing's coming for him. Ndombele wants to come back. We've got so many players. I think it's 9 or 10 players on loan that are coming back next week, which is actually quite terrifying when you think of who they are. I don't know what we're going to do. I was looking at the current valuations they put on the players that are out on loan. They've got Tanguy and Ndombele rated at 19 million. But I think we'd be lucky if we got £19 for him at the minute. So I'm not sure what's going to happen now. I mean, I just want Ange to get in there and start building his team and deciding who he wants, deciding who he doesn't want, trying to get people out the door. I mean, there was a report today that Ange Postecoglou, I did write it down somewhere. I have to write notes so I forget. There was so much I wanted to say. That he might get an extra 105 million. Yeah, that was it, 107 million. Rob Guest at Football London has stated Ange Postecoglou could receive a 107 million boost as Daniel Levy plans Spurs' future. Well, that's lovely, but it don't go anywhere, does it? 107 million. If you buy Maddison for 50, 60 million, I mean, I know it sounds, it's not our money and it's easy for us to say that, but wow. But that's what he's reported. Hugo, I don't think he's actually left yet, But yes, Koulibaly is going to the Saudi League, and the next one going over now is Mendy, their goalkeeper. I read it today. He's going over for a medical, but I think Koulibaly's medical's done. I think it's just a case of signing the paperwork. It's craziness. But I mean, Koulibaly's blooming awful. Absolutely diabolical. Mind you, he did score against us. Say no more. Pre-season friendlies have been announced. 18th of July, which isn't that far away, Spurs will be playing West Ham in Perth, Australia. 23rd of July, Leicester will be playing Spurs in Thailand. And the 27th of July, Spurs will be playing Roma in Singapore. So we're getting about a bit. So I'm sure, I don't know if anyone has Spurs play. We have Spurs play, but they normally show all the friendlies, training, things like that. We enjoy it. I think it's a good little channel. So I assume there'd be broadcast on there, although goodness knows what time it'll be, with it being Australia, Thailand, Singapore, probably the middle of the night. But yeah, so really that's all the news that I have at the minute. Has anyone got anything they want to share? Has anyone heard anything or seen anyone that we're linked with? I think it's the usual suspects really. Tapsoba, the guy from Fulham, Van der Ven and Bremer. No, as far as I've seen, we've got no friendlies at the lane at the moment. Whether they're announced any, I don't know. I would love to go to a friendly. Might actually be able to get a ticket to a friendly. But I haven't seen it. All I've seen are those three that have been announced. So it was lovely when they did the Legends game. So you never know. There might be something that they've not announced yet. Hopefully. But so yeah, I'd like to say I don't think I've got any more news. Arsenal, Declan Rice's pursuit of Arsenal looks set to be done. I think it's all looking in that direction. And Chelsea have signed a striker today. Not that we really care what them lot down the road are doing and up the road, but I'm just trying to keep abreast of what's going on in the world of football. So, but yeah, anyone got any questions or heard anything that they want to discuss, or are we done? I was only really popping on just to go through what I'd seen today and bring everyone up to speed. It's all, like I say, it's all rumours, it's all chit chat, like the whole Kane family thing. I don't understand that. I just got visions of Bayern Munich ringing up and asking to speak to Kane's mum, saying, "Oh, would your son like to come out? Oh, yeah, he might be interested in coming over. He likes a bit of German sausage." Do you know what I mean? Just it don't sound right. But yeah, so if no one's got anything else to report, I shall just check my phone and just check nothing breaking has come through before I go off. God, it's so hot. It is so warm today. It's just ridiculous. Oh, James, go and put your glasses on, my darling. Koulibaly, there, look, just come in 4 minutes ago. Official confirmed. Kalidou Koulibaly joins Al Hilal on €23 million fee. Permanent transfer on 3-year deal. Is going to play alongside Ruben Neves. Isn't that crazy? They're taking over. Well, I can't believe it. The amount of players going over to Saudi at the moment is terrifying. But no one's coming in for the ones we don't want. Have you noticed that? Even in Saudi, they know they're crap. Al Nazir delegation will negotiate with Inter on Monday to complete Brozovic deal. Another one going to Saudi. Nothing else breaking. Yerry Mina hasn't agreed terms with Fulham despite reports. He is now a free agent. Yerry Mina. Not sure I'd fancy him myself. Nico Jackson, that's the guy that Chelsea have signed for an 8-year deal. 8 years. Wow. Yeah, read that. I love Fabrizio Romano. is my go-to source. We'd have to pay Saudi to take our deadwood. Yeah, you're probably right that way. I don't think we could. Maybe that extra 107 million we could use and pay them to take all the old rubbish we don't want anymore. It's frightening. It's frightening. But anyway, nothing else coming through. Yeah, Brozovic. Man United, £55 million rejected. That's for Mason Mount. 55 million rejected. Not sure about that. Manchester City working on Josko Vardiol. Again, not sure. But nothing about Tottenham, nothing about our outgoings. Just keep seeing videos of how many people we've got on their last year of their contract, which is quite worrying as well. And apparently, was it Jermaine Pennant? Jermaine Pennant believes £55 million for Mason Mount is an absolute bargain. Apparently, I'm not sure I agree with that, but what do I know? Anyway, I shall leave you all on this Sunday evening. Hopefully we will get some rain. I'm going to go outside now and do a rain dance so that we can get some weather to cool us down. I shall be back on probably tomorrow at some point. I shall schedule it. Please like, subscribe, hit the notifications button so you know when I'm coming on next. And if you want to share it, sharing is caring. And I shall be on, obviously if there's any breaking news, I shall pop on. If not, I shall just do an update sometime tomorrow. But thank you very much for coming on. Thanks for watching, and